to your shorty that's from New Orleans. I can test you from New Orleans. And but you gotta gather up groups of people to try to attack them. Why couldn't this person be woman enough or man enough to step to you? I'm gonna tell you something here. Um, it's not about, and when you talking about relationship of people being with somebody, it's not about that. Me and Marissa cannot hang out. That's the definitely can. Okay. Sabina, you got to understand, I cannot be a part of Dallas, and I cannot be a part of Sabina. Like, got to understand the conflict of that. Mirza said some stuff that he was not supposed to say, and his problem is jealousy and ego. And I have to, in my format, I have to keep myself up from others from having conflict. So other people with behavior is not the concept in CLB. I've always moved in a Carly way and did things different. And he put me in his jealousy put me in a situation where I had to restructure more because I've always got to restructure. His behavior, and I'd admit Sabina said our problems. It's not about Marissa. It's about me and Sabina set our problems. He and Sabina called me. Let me tell you something. He's lying to Sabina about what he said. It's the line like Demira and people. It's the same thing. But if you expect somebody, cousin, not to find out about the deception and things that went on, it's the concept she gonna have to wake up and see the behavior of Marissa and Demira. That's her. But me, I started this, and Sabina gonna know I'm not gonna let him ruin things and abuse and this and that and all of that. The concept, that's not what I'm talking about in there. If it's family, I have always did music, and I'm not out to let other people opinion. I've always did what I want when it comes to what I want to do in school or anywhere in my format. And my mom got her own opinion. But the concept of what we doing here and the concept that I want to tell people, I will not put up with black and white communities of racism. And people think somebody gonna talk about his city. And it's the people with their opinions and the different mindsets. And these things that goes on in that format. Baby, I gotta move. I've always moved in a different way. The train never stopped because of Sabina cousin behavior. I've always did things different. I've always had to move around. A woman can talk about it, but the person that's moving, that's be able to do when they stop hanging out. I'm going to college. I gotta go to summer school. I'm always moving. My boy Kevion told me, I found out he had cancer, and he said, Hubert, I can't tell you because you're always busy. My brother told me, instead of him telling me, when I actually found out he had some type of thing, cancer or something, and I found out about it, and I asked him, why you didn't tell me nothing? And he said, Hubert, I don't tell you because I always know you busy. And the concept of it, I've always been busy. I can't worry about Marissa. I can't worry about the jealousy. I'm always gotta, I always gotta, when Sabina put me in a situation where I always gotta do things different. And she's forcing me to leave his stupidity alone. And a jealous cousin and friend, she's forcing me to do this. Once again, I feel like Underworld. Once again, I have to do things different, and I have to move in a different mindset and move away from the nonsense. This is jealousy. And they think that they trying to get away. Dallas, Yellow Breeze, and them trying to get away, shorty. They know, let me tell you something. They know Mirza got a jealousy issue and what he did. And they want us to hang back out in the wrong time for they can do dumb shit like they did on Facebook the last time. It's the behavior. We all know what happened. It's the behavior out of him. Sabina is getting caught up in his lies. Sabina don't know no damn better. She wouldn't have called me and fussed at me if she would have known about it. Mirza manipulating her, man, because he want a damn contract. You go with them. Enough is enough. His manipulation and his jealousy, man. And that's the problem with that situation. That's his opinion. So when we discussing these things and discussing the concept of it, right? So Sabina wouldn't have called me if she would have known what he said and his problems, man. After me and her mom and dad had our conversation and said it wasn't time for us to be together, his behavior is starting to get his jealousy and demeanor. Nobody wants to deal with that, man. Watch the spiritual side. But they waiting for us to get back together and hang back out when this man haven't learned his damn lesson. When he's still doing dumb stuff, man. When he can't even apologize, he on that fuck shit, man. And that right there, I'm not trying to hear ain't nothing no go gay going on. I ain't trying to hear that. The more he press it, he got a problem. Get over yourself, man. I meant that. Keep on, man. Keep on, man. Keep on. Now, keep on. And at this situation, keep pushing it, homie. You're gonna make it back. Keep pushing it, homie. That's their opinion. But what happened in Dallas, this dude Marissa got a problem. He want to listen to South Dallas. This nigga ain't even learned this lesson yet. Haven't even apologized. But he instead of trying to come between me and Sabina because of the jealousy spirit and mindset. On Live Me, we talked about this, guys. 2009 on Live Me, I'm talking to a lot of people around the world in different states, Chicago, New York, Detroit. We talked about people not catching on to spiritual jealousy, spiritual behavior, and a woman blind. Why my concept, I gotta tell people how things is and the concept of what we talking about. Sabina don't know what he had to say. She calling about behind his manipulation like it's always been going on. His manipulation, him and Demir them jealousy. That's what they causing by. That's what they causing of. I've always got to do things different. And that dude Mirza forced me. He forced my hand, guys. A jealousy person forced my hand. And when you got that, when somebody forced your hand, and they waiting for that to come back. No, as Sabina not calling, her mom and dad not focusing on us. We don't deal with it. Her mom and dad told me to give her time, and we can't worry about what Sabina don't know what was said out his jealous ass and people on Facebook. I don't have time for that. I have always had to move, and I'm forced to do it again. I'm forced to change my route because of a jealous person. I'm forced to change it. I'm forced to change it. And that's the opinion of others. Marissa took it too far, homie. Stay away from me, homie. As Sabina ain't trying, I'm giving her space and her mom and dad say, but he not out to make this miserable, my nigga. That ain't about to happen. And I gotta hit your name every time. Leave it alone. He can have the fame, nigga. He can have it. That nigga want it, have it. I want Sabina without the fame and his jealousy, man. I want her without that. He can have it. Go on tour by your damn self. I want her without of it, shorty. We can leave all of this alone. I don't care. Let's go to bars and let's buy a house. I don't care about that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I just want you. I don't want anything else. I don't want all that. Let's buy a fence, let's buy a house. Let's just, your wish is my command. I do anything. You have my full attention. I don't want all of that. That behavior, I don't want it.